Hi, Tony. Thanks so much for being part of our Darwin Digital Days experience. We really appreciate all the support you've given us over the years, and especially in these very trying times. And speaking of trying times, the last few weeks have certainly been challenging for our industry. And one question I'd like to ask you is just what are you most proud about how your employees and teams have been handling themselves in the COVID-19 crisis?
I think what I'm most proud of is our team approach to problem solving. We implemented a COVID response team made up of 3 members of the team, and they monitored the situation daily, working, well, first and foremost objective was, of course, to make sure that everyone stayed healthy. And besides that, they also monitored our financial health and communicated a lot with our financial partners to ensure that they were informed every step of the way, as of course they were nervous as well. So that team approach was wonderful. Our team was kept up to date internally very frequently on Chatter, which is our internal communication platform, about safety measures, government programs, updates, etc. These messages were always filled with very positive encouragement and hope for our team. We knew that many of our industry friends were facing very tough times from the start. We agreed that we would accept cancellations without reproach or complaint. People need to do what they need to do to ensure survival, and we knew that if and when the storm clouds passed, that some orders would come back. I'm delighted to report that this has definitely begun already. Plexiglass separator booths were constructed for production lines wherever it was not possible to implement physical distancing. Office staff that could work from home were definitely encouraged to do so, and because we have for the last 5 years already been pushing hard to become an entirely cloud-based organization with all of our software, that made working remotely fairly easy for our team, and they actually took it up seamlessly, so that was great. Because we ship across North America, our sales team's mandate was not to only sell our own product, but also to help other growers who were in sometimes worse situations than we were, to move product wherever possible. The joy you hear in people's voices when you help make a connection that moves some of their product that they were stuck with makes it all worthwhile. And lastly, we took the time that was freed up by zero travel, lack of orders, the urgency that trouble brings, to really focus in on what we could do to improve and grow stronger, to serve our partners still better, to clarify our team's mission for the next 18 months, and to prepare ourselves for the sunrise that ultimately comes after darkness.
Thank you for that, Tony. A quick follow-up question for you. What has personally been the most stressful part of the last couple months?
Well, let me think. I've got to say it didn't happen right away, but eventually I had to face it. Actually, the deadline that you gave me for this video forced my greatest fear. I had to get one of those COVID haircuts last night, actually. In the space of 15 minutes, I went from a whole full head of hair to rocking a bald spot. And I'm sure I'll get used to it eventually, but it was a bit of a shocker.
I'm actually going to combine 2 questions into one because both are relatively similar. What are you most excited about in 2020 and 2021? And also, what should customers and sales reps, what should they know about Qualitree that's new?
What are we most excited about? Where do I start? That's what I love about the Qualitree team. We are always excited and always working on something new. That is why we spend each time in January to set company strategic goals as a management team, followed by each department setting goals that flow out of those goals and are in line with the company mission, which normally is a 12-month timeline. This year that mission is an 18-month sprint because while switching to a cloud accounting program currently called Accounting Seed, we are taking that opportunity to change our fiscal year end from May 31st till the calendar year end. So we rolled the full year and the stub year into one mission sprint. We are about to go live with our new ERP system in the next 3 months. We call it IQ. You may not know this about our team, but both Hank and Garrett come from the ERP world. They worked for the original company to have implemented ERP at Boeing in Seattle. We formed a software team and have for the past year been working very hard on development work together with that original software company that I tell you about. They were based in the Netherlands. The software is all web-based and built with the customer at the center. The controlling idea of the software is how can we better serve our customers? Believe me, our team is very ready for that transition. I think we outgrew our current DynoSoft about 5 years ago. We will be implementing a native iOS and Android app in the next few months as well. This app will be for our grower support program initially, making it easier for our young plant customers to communicate on support cases while in the field. This app will continue to evolve and deliver more and more options to the customer going forward. We are continuing to expand to increase our capacity to meet customer demand. The new Earthgood outdoor growing areas are the focus right now, and they have to be ready in time for spacing in June. Plans are underway to build a packing shipping warehouse with loading docks, and we have already started removing some of the original greenhouses on the property that Gary and I built with our own two hands back in 1996. Automation and labor savings are a core focus for us. Bringing plants to people, not people to plants. The road to automation is long and has to start with very foundational things like floors, which allow for the automation, which is why we have been building the system of floors for the last few years. And now finally we get to the point where we can start to utilize those floors and see the labor savings. While the break from travel has been nice, we are looking forward to travel restrictions being eased so that we can get out and see our customers, walk their turf, and build solutions to problems together, because nothing is as rewarding as that.
Tony, are there one or two products that you're really excited to produce in the upcoming year?
Leland, I don't think it's fair to limit me to one or two items. There's just so much to talk about. I'll try keep it to 4.
All right, let's hear about them.
Well, we are testing lavender for 4 or 5 breeders. Currently, our R&D section has around 73 varieties of lavender in trial. There is some very exciting stuff coming in the lavender world, and we promise to keep innovating and bringing our customers varieties that stand out. We promise you one thing: we will only introduce varieties that work for growers. While we need breeders, our job is not to please them at the expense of our grower customers. Rather, it is our job to bring to market strong, successful plants. Bud blooming Kaluna, long a huge category in Europe, continues to grow in popularity in North America. We had some trouble growing high quality Kaluna for a number of years, as it needs a very specific water pH. But with our investments the last 2 years in high-tech watering systems, we are now cranking out some of the best looking bud blooming Kaluna in North America. We are trialing some exciting Kaluna mixes in a 5-inch pot size this year that we think are going to be extremely successful with retailers. Whenever we display 2-inch conifers at trade shows, the 2-inch just seem to steal the show, especially with the ladies. The fairy garden plants are wildly popular. We are working hard to develop still further our assortment of mixed conifers in both the 2-inch and the 4-inch pot sizes. We feel it is a unique area of growth for retailers in the fall and in the early winter. Sort of consider them like an annual that you buy in spring, but you buy it in fall and it lasts all fall and winter long until you need your spring annual. So very good value for money, and can take the cold, and just a great product line. We have been working on our hydrangea patio trees for over 5 years now. Quite honestly, it has been a tough nut to crack, but we are making good progress and hope to start ramping up numbers in the next year or 2.
So Tony, do you have a new tray size or anything new to your program that the viewers should know about?
Well, actually we do. Our standard sizes for the last few years have been bulked up 50 plugs for quarts or gallon finishing, and 5-inch bulked up liners for 2 or 3 gallon production. Customers have been asking for a smaller plug size for finishing 4-inch and quart size pots. They want the quality we offer at a more economical price because of the smaller pot sizes. To meet that demand, we are introducing a 98 cell lavender plug this year in the same heavily bulked up format that our customers have grown to expect from Qualitree.
All right, now Tony, just to wrap things up, what don't we know about your nursery or your greenhouse operations that sales representatives and customers should know about? You know, what's out the back door?
Allow me to leave you with 3 thoughts. Number 1, partnership, not profits. Of course, in order to be viable, all businesses must make a profit, but profits are quite simply only possible if we help our customers make profits. Profits are secondary, partnership is primary. Number 2, we specialize so that you don't have to. Most of our customers have at least 100 to 200 crops that they need to do a good job on. No one can be everything to everyone. Most of our customers choose to work with us because they know we care about their success. Our grower support program is central to our customer success, and that support team is there for customers if that means once per crop or if it means 3 times per week. We're always happy to help. No one should have to grow it alone. And third, this last point is focused on you, Leyland, and all of the teams at Ball Horticulture Company and Star Roses and Plants. I just want to tell you how much our team loves working with you all. The honesty and integrity that permeates your company from end to end, along with the commitment to do what is right for your customers, is why our team just loves working with you all. We look forward to the time where our industry can get back together and socialize because we are friends. And so the trade show cancellations are painful, and to me personally, the Darwin Days cancellation was the most painful of them all. So thank you for putting this together. It really means a lot to us, and we look forward to seeing everyone again in person very soon. I truly believe that although the last 2 months were painful for all of us, yet we will look back and realize that good things came out of it. We will have evolved and learned new skills. Our retail customers will have a better appreciation for gardening and the stress therapy that plants give to us. As an industry, we have always been in this together, and together we are strong. Thank you.